Here's why thinking about it only makes it worse. Ooh, this is so good. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Neville Goddard Podcast. My name is Mr. 2020. Today is the 23rd of July. It is 7:32 a.m. It is pretty sunshiny out there now. It's not like noon or anything, but it's a lovely morning. It's the dawn of a new day. It's actually a little beyond dawn. But let's explore something really cool today. Maybe you've noticed about this. Thinking about it only makes it worse. Because you can think of a state or you can think from a state. That's it. Have a lovely day. You've been listening to the Neville Goddard Podcast. Let's actually dive deeper. You can think of a state. See, I could think of, wouldn't the podcasting be cool? Wow, man, I could daydream and fantasize about, I'm a podcaster for decades. Even though podcasting's only about a decade old. But anyway, let's ignore some facts, shall we? So, I could think of podcasting. I could think about people that are happily married. Boy, there aren't many, are there? Anyway, I just notice how people talk about their spouses, and I notice people are puzzled as shit sometimes when I talk about mine, because I tend to just say lovely things. I tend to just say the truth. I tend to my sheep. And I don't mean I control my mind. See, the biggest lie just might be thoughts create things. Let's demolish this once and for all and change your entire life, shall we? Thoughts do not create things. Thoughts are produced by your state, and I'm going to prove it to you so you can prove it to yourself. So your state is your identity. Your state is your mood. Your state is your identity. Loving husband, loving puppy dad, loving teacher. The state of loving teacher is talking to you right now, and it has very different thoughts than the state of loving puppy dad. Loving puppy dad sees a puppy. Loving puppy dad sees a ball. Loving puppy dad goes and he throws the ball and watches the puppy. Loving teacher tells you about it. Loving happy husband, that's a state. Some mornings he makes her coffee. You see, your thoughts, your behaviors, your emotions, all of those come from your state. They also don't come from deep hidden psychological beliefs that you must unearth because of familial karma and Akka cords. Good Lord. PearlPowerPack.com. There's only one cause. If you find yourself having to keep cutting Akka cords and keep discovering layers of familial karma, oh, that sounds like a familiar concept. Familial karma. Been there, done that. Find yourself playing with M&Ms and blue something water and all that bullshit. There's only one cause. PearlPowerPack.com. There's only one cause. It's not your thoughts. Your thoughts come from your thinking. Your thinking comes from your state. Remember that. And there's that other thing. Must maintain positive emotions. Must have vibrational alignment. No, you don't. You know lots of miserable rich people. Well, maybe you don't, but you can watch them. Right? People, it's fascinating to me. Then there's the bullshit of you got to be thankful for what you have so you can get something that you don't. Right? I'm thankful that I've got cat shit in a coffee cup. That'll make coffee show up. Sure. So you've got to get beyond the bullshit. You can't combine this with bullshit and not expect to get bullshit as your result. Think about this. How much cat shit do you want in your coffee? Come on, tell me, how much cat shit do you want in your coffee? All right, because I'll make it for you. Unfortunately, I don't have any cats, right? So my ex-wife and I, we had 11 cats in 12 or 13 litter pans. 13 litter pans. The formula, she said, was the number of cats plus 2. We didn't plan on having that many cats, but we imagined being happy kitty owners, and one of the kitties got pregnant, and we brought her in, and there you go, an extra 6 cats. And then it kept growing. But anyway, no biggie. We could have formed a nonprofit helping cats out, but that's all right. You see, I seem to digress, But happy loving cat owner, estate, had very different thoughts and thinking than happy puppy dad. Happy loving puppy dad doesn't have a litter pan in the house. Happy loving puppy dad hears the feet hit the floor and realizes that dog's going to go out. So he lets the dog out. Because he's a happy loving puppy dad. See, some people, they're not happily married. They imagine marriage is a war. And they have very different thoughts, very different emotions, very different behaviors than I do. So it's time to really dive into the one cause. So I have 21,237 emails as of last year. I had 21,237 emails from people who were doing the right thing, but haven't bought the Pearl. How do I know? They kept adding in what doesn't matter. When you buy the Pro, you get that there is one cause, your imaginal act. There is only one cause. Neville Goddard was right. And the more you strip away what doesn't matter, the more you reveal the truth about you. It's like David. Michelangelo. He didn't add anything to the rock. He took away what didn't matter. He revealed David. You get to reveal the truth about you that sets you free. So we got some gold today from this tiny little rant on a Sunday morning. Pearl, powerpack.com. Go read the quote. Go read the story. Because it's a goody story. I think there's a video there too. Pearl, powerpack.com. Go there. If you decide you want to invest, you can get all three for the price of one. How cool is that? Meanwhile, here's what I want you to do. Just for a moment, I want you to consider, I want you to remember, I want you to explore. You are the silence that hears the sound of my voice. You are the stillness that notices all motion, including that mental motion, right? You're the stillness. And you can notice the more you think about it, the worse it gets. You can think of or you can think from. But most importantly, you get to notice. Your thoughts aren't what matter. Your thoughts just indicate what state are you in. Because I find myself naturally thinking from the state of loving teacher when I am in the state of happy loving teacher. Now let us go into the silence. All right. Dive deeper, soar higher. Have a lovely day. See ya.